Hey everyone, it's Job. I hope you're doing well. First of all, happy Easter. By the time you're watching this, it's probably Easter Monday in Canada. Or if you are watching outside of Canada, I hope you had a great Easter. Or if you don't celebrate it, I hope you are doing fantastic. Today we are creating a spread in my Midori Traveler's Notebook in the regular size, and I am actually not starting in my Midori today. I pulled out a watercolor sketchbook and some watercolors, and I am going to do some painting because I felt so inspired from my last journaling session on this channel that I wanted to kind of work on watercolors, and I gave myself some grace and told myself that this doesn't have to look perfect and it can look like crap because we're just going to cover it with some vellum, because my obsession for vellum is back and it's real. And the main reason why I kind of stopped using vellum was it was getting kind of pricey. Honestly, vellum is very expensive for what it is. I used to use what is it called, that not baking powder, parchment paper, just because it has that translucent, transparent nature to it. But vellum is kind of expensive and it's kind of hard to come across if you are not at an art store. But I found an old pad of vellum and I wanted to reincorporate it into my spread today. So we are creating a base painting with, as you can see, very, very loose interpretations of cherry blossoms. They don't really look like cherry blossoms, but that's all right. I gave myself some grace and told myself they don't need to look perfect. They just kind of need to look like remotely like cherry blossoms. I know that I have in the past loved a very loose and flowy watercolor style, and I'm kind of trying to revisit that. And as you can see, I've fallen into this kind of throwback mindset of journaling. I've just been liking revisiting things that I used to do and kind of folding it back into my current journaling aesthetic. But this painting took me not too long, but it felt like a really long time because I was watching Train to Busan with my family. This was actually filmed on Easter Sunday and we had a nice family dinner. I was grilling and man, I just realized how much I love grilled food. It is finally nice enough to like take the covers off the grill and use it, so that's nice. And the weather has been amazing in Vancouver. It's kind of ridiculous how beautiful it is, and we are all inside. The irony of it all, but I am still enjoying my time at home, and I just want to say that I hope everyone else is doing well. I have the luxury of working from home, even though it's a little bit challenging and difficult. I'm still very thankful that I have that option. I know not everyone has that luxury, so I hope everyone's doing well. And if you ever want to chat, just let me know, because it's such a hard time and it's hard to talk to people about these things sometimes. So I can be an anonymous person that is willing to hear your current situation if you need someone to talk to. But that is enough COVID chats. But yeah, I just wanted to say I hope everyone's doing well. The main reason why I wanted to paint cherry blossoms specifically is because it is the end of cherry blossom season in real life. We have like 2 cherry blossom trees that are still in bloom when I look outside my window, but for the most part there are less blooms on the other cherry blossom trees, so that's kind of sad. But more upsetting is the end of cherry blossom season on Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is, for the people who are not playing this game, it is a video game on the Nintendo Switch, and it has easily taken over my life and every waking of my free time. Every waking hour of my free time, that's what I meant. It's such an addicting game, and I don't know if you're playing it, but if you are, let me know in the comments down below. I was thinking of creating like a Discord group or some sort of like hub for people who journal or like are part of this community of like creative journalers. And I don't know, the gaming community scares me just because I'm not a gamer myself. Animal Crossing is one of those weird exception games that I really love playing, along with Mario Kart and anything regarding the Mario series. I don't really I don't really game, and I'm not much of a gamer, so I don't know. Those communities and Discord groups scare me. So if you're interested in joining or like creating a hub for like-minded individuals like myself, let me know in the comments down below. I may or may not have created a Discord group by the time this video comes up, but if I haven't, please tell me if you're interested, because I kind of want to make a hub for all of us and like chat about this game and like share our friend codes and whatnot. But if you're not playing Animal Crossing, you're probably like, what is he talking about? But it's just a game where you cross animals. I'm kidding. It's a game where you create an island. Historically, you were just in a town, and you kind of help that town flourish, or in this case, this island, and you go through steps. It's just like a role-playing game. It's super relaxing, and it's played in real time, so it mimics the time flow of real life. It's weird because a lot of us are escaping our realities, which are at times grim for some people and difficult, and retreating to this like online world, which is very like interesting to think about in like a sociological aspect. And like, I don't know, there's a lot of like post-apocalyptic fiction that kind of like mirrors this. Ready Player One comes to mind, but we're not at that stage yet. That was the longest tangent I've ever taken. I'm just going to stop talking about Animal Crossing. Just leave me a comment down below if you're playing. That is enough joy for me, because I just want to know that other people are equally obsessed. But on the right-hand side of the spread, we are kind of like leaving that blank because we're going to put our concealed tip in and our painting later. But as you can see, I've layered a whole bunch of paper. We have craft paper, we have yellow paper, and we have like this amazing kind of textured white and pink paper that Mitt sent me in like a little letter she sent I don't know if that's a few years ago actually, but I've been hoarding this paper just because of how beautiful it is. And I did my journaling early on because I was waiting for the paint to dry. To add some accents, I used some pencil crayons in like various pink shades, and then I used my brown mild liner brush pen and my orange Tombow marker to do the brush lettering. And I thought I would write Easter in block letters just as a little change, just because I know I was going to do some brush lettering on the right hand side of the spread. For the right hand side of the spread, we are going to do a concealed tip in using vellum, and I wanted the vellum piece or the vellum tip in to be slightly smaller than the actual painting, because I wanted some of the actual painting to peek through and show the contrast between like that milky, filmy layer that the vellum adds to a spread and the actual color of the painting. And I've done this before. If you've watched the Copycat series, which I have yet to update on this channel, I did an April Fool's video, which is sad because I didn't create an April Fool's video this year, but I did an April Fool's video a few years back, and I tried to like recreate my own art style in like a satirical way. But it's kind of funny that I'm like revisiting that now just because I've been in that throwback mood. But I've been really liking how I'm kind of revisiting my old journaling style and ways of doing things now. It's kind of fun to like just revisit things because I don't know, we change as people and sometimes we forget about things that we love. Just like Animal Crossing, I didn't know I needed it in my life again until it plopped itself into my life again. And also the Gilmore Girls, it's just one of those things that like I forget about and then I'll like start watching again and be fully obsessed with again. But that is life. You know, go through phases of things and like are obsessed with various things. A lot of people in like mainstream media seem to be enjoying Tiger King. I haven't watched it. I don't even know what it's about. And is it sad that I don't really want to watch it? Everyone keeps telling me to watch it, and I don't know. It's not my. Actually, I don't know. It might be my cup of tea, but just from like the looks of it, it doesn't seem like something that I would enjoy. I'm just on a Korean drama kick. Oh my goodness, everyone. Crash Landing on You, I have finished. I also watched Memories of Alhambra, and I just finished Itaewon Class, and holy crap, everything was amazing. By far, my favorite Korean drama of all time is probably Crash Landing on You. And that's a heavy statement because I have been watching Korean dramas since I was like, I don't know, like very young, probably when I was in elementary school, just because I watched it as a not a consequence, but I watched it because my parents were watching it, and obviously there was no like emotional weight to it back then. But now I'm like fully invested in these dramas, and please leave me a Korean drama recommendation because I don't know, I historically have watched a lot of like regular American dramas or like Western dramas, but Korean dramas just hit a different way, and I don't know. They just know how to tell very dramatic stories in like a very interesting way, which I appreciate. And that brings us to the end of this spread. I totally forgot to tell you about the spread that I chose. I chose this Victor Hugo quote that goes, "Even the darkest nights and the sun will rise," and it's from the musical Les Miserables. I believe it's from. Oh man, is that the last line of the musical? I think it might be. And I think it's oh, it's the one with the "Do you hear the people sing the song of Angry Man." It's like that reoccurring song that they play. Oh, I sound like such a fake fan, but I think this is the last line of the musical. But I absolutely love this quote. It's so relevant to Easter and to the current global situation with COVID. I don't know, just wanting to spread the message of hope and kind of like reaffirm myself that this will also pass and that the sun will rise again. I hope this has inspired you to pull out some watercolor paints and to kind of enjoy and immortalize cherry blossom season on your pages because it's such a lovely time of year. Spring is like honestly such a fun time, and I would probably enjoy it more if I didn't have allergies, but it is a beautiful time of year. I hope you enjoy this, and please let me know your TV recommendations and just tell me what Tiger King is about. And also leave me a comment if you are playing Animal Crossing and if you want to be friends, because I definitely want to visit your island. Okay, I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.